What's going on, everybody? Hope you guys having a great day as always. So today we're going to be putting some recovery gear in the WJ. As you guys can see, I went ahead and pulled it in the garage. That's because it is super windy and super cold outside. So I pulled it in here so we can get some work done to it without being miserable. It also gets dark so early now that I don't really have a ton of time to work on it. Pulling it in here will obviously let us work on it a little bit longer. So today we're going to be focusing on recovery gear in the Jeep. I have some other stuff I have to install later down the line while it's in here, some suspension adjustments, all that stuff. But this video is going to be some recovery gear that I got that we'll be putting in the Jeep. As you guys know, I still have the factory plastic bumper in the front. Now it is cut and everything, but we still can't mount a winch up to it, which does sort of suck as far as recovery goes. So I have to get some alternatives to a winch until we build that front bumper. So I did pick up this a while ago. It's probably been a year. I had it in the Wrangler originally, the black Jeep, but I think it's going to find its best fit in the blue WJ until we get a winch. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into what I got. All right, so like I was saying, I don't have the front bumper we can put the winch on. However, I do actually have the winch down here in this box ready to go on the Jeep, but we have to make a front bumper first. So that'll be sometime, probably this winter, we'll make the front bumper, radiator, skid plate, all that stuff. But we have to find alternatives to the winch since this Jeep will be going off-roading a little bit. So I went ahead and picked up these X-Bull traction boards. They come in this really nice bag. I'm going to go ahead and pop this open, show you guys what we're dealing with, show you guys what situations you'd use it in, how to use them, all that stuff. But these are really, really nice to have in your Jeep if you don't have a winch or much recovery gear at all. I mean, we don't even have tow points on the front of the Jeep yet until we build that bumper. The back I can get figured out because we have a hitch ready to go in. So we'll be able to put a tow point back there. But these will be really, really nice to have if we get stuck. They're also just nice to have if you get to build on the trails. There's a deep rut or anything like that that your tire gets stuck in. Nice to slap these under your tires. You'll get a little bit of traction. You'll be good to go. So let's go ahead, pop these open. I'll show you what we're dealing with. All right, so here we go, guys. They come in that nice pouch, so that way you don't have to get them all over your car. And this is basically what they are. So what this is it's got these little knobs on it. And this will give you a lot more traction. Say you're stuck in the mud, or like I said, you're flexed out a little bit and your back tire just needs a little bit, or front tire just needs a little bit more traction. You slap these under there and these help out a lot. They're just a really great tool to have, and they're relatively cheap. So it's like a nice thing to have that in the back of your head that you have these in your Jeep if you do get stuck. I'll link these down below so you guys can check them out. But these are actually really good quality. The way I found that out was kind of accidentally backing over them with the Wrangler in the driveway the day I got them. Not a huge deal. But for example, if this tire, we were trying to back up and this tire needed traction and I couldn't get it since we don't have any tow points or anything, you would slide it under the tire like that. And what those knobs do is give your tire something to bite on, so that way it can actually gain a little bit, enough traction to get you out. Or if there's like a bunch of rocks in a deep spot where your tire's stuck down in, put this under there and then everybody else can drive over it. These also have these really nice handles on the side to move them around. And then you can just throw them back in the pouch when you're done, so you don't have to get the mud and dirt all over your car, which is really, really great because we still have a full interior in this thing for the time being. And I really don't want the carpets just soaking up a bunch of mud and water off of these things and rusting the floor anymore or anything like that. So for the time being, we'll still have the full interior. So the bag is really, really nice to have for any of you guys with the full interior. But these are relatively cheap, like I said, and they're really good just to have, you know, like when you're off-roading, you just know you have these in your Jeep. Ready to go, easy to whip out, takes 30 seconds to set them up. Just unzip the pouch. Once you're done, put them back in, and you're basically good to go. So this set actually was made by X-Bull. They actually hooked us up with a winch for the black Jeep a while ago, and I ran their stuff. It's a really good, like, budget-friendly recovery gear brand. So I will link them down below so you guys can check them out. Huge shout out to them for sending this and that winch over to us. So now that you guys know what we got and what these are for, how to use them, when you would use them, let's go ahead, get these set up in the back of the Jeep, find the best place to set them. I might actually like mount these somewhere so they're not flying all over the back of the car, because there's nothing more annoying than that when you're off-roading. So actually this worked out perfect. I went around to the back of the Jeep and they fit perfectly between the wheel wells. As you guys can see, there's literally no room. They're pretty much in there tight, so they're not going to be flying all over the place while we're off-roading or wheeling or anything. So that worked out really, really well for what we needed. So that basically wraps up this video. I just wanted to give you guys a little sneak peek on what we were doing recovery gear wise on the Jeep. I had some questions about what we were going to do there. Since I don't have the front bumper or the winch or anything like that, I'm also going to be adding the factory, like the OEM hitch on the back. We have one of those laying over there somewhere. So we'll get that put in. That way we can put like a D-ring or a soft shackle or something in the back to get pulled out from the back. So that should honestly be probably the max I'm be doing. Probably some toe straps, obviously, and stuff like that until we build the bumper. Once the bumper's done, we'll put the winch on the front, D-ring shackles, all that kind of stuff up front. So we should be good there. Also wanted to give you guys a sneak peek. I got sent some LED light pods. These are RGBW, so they'll be white. White is basically what I wanted on both, well, all the Jeeps really, because it looks so much cleaner in my opinion. So we'll have color changing, but also be able to do white on the Grand Cherokee. I'm gonna pick up some white ones for the Wrangler. These were originally for the Wrangler, but I think they would be better on this. I have 12 individual pods, so that should work out really, really well with getting the light all underneath the car. It's really hard when you have like 4 or something because you can only do 1 in each wheel well, and then the light looks weird underneath the Jeep. So that'd be really beneficial. If we go wheeling at night, we'll be able to light up underneath the Jeep, see where everything's at. If there's a problem, we'll be able to work on it. So that'll be in an upcoming video. We'll be installing the light pods. But thanks for watching this video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.